We have entered the agentic era of computer science. This is a period where artificial intelligence acts as an autonomous engine that multiplies the output of a single individual. This multiplier effect recalculates the math of technical entry. One person can now leverage high-level cloud architecture and automated pipelines to perform roles that previously required a fully staffed enterprise team. But legacy human resources algorithms and institutional biases continue to operate as rigid, invisible filters. For marginalized demographics, particularly disabled technologists, these automated systems create an almost impenetrable blockade. In this new era, true technical innovation requires solving structural societal blockades rather than merely addressing commercial business problems. Society traditionally expects individuals navigating these structural barriers to perform a very specific kind of exhaustion. The system demands that marginalized groups waste profound amounts of their personal resources, waiting in administrative queues, filing paperwork, and standing in poverty lines to prove their existence. We are rejecting that inefficiency. Rather than succumbing to the exhaustion of the queue, the active countermeasure is a highly disciplined 80-hour technical sprint. This sprint is divided with strict precision. 40 hours a week are dedicated to scalable cloud infrastructure engineering, running in parallel with 40 hours of advanced machine learning development. For these technologists, a rigorous engineering framework acts as the literal survival mechanism required to project manage life through a restrictive system. It is not a luxury pursued only after stability is achieved. To execute this bypass, we have designed the Enigma protocol. This is a formal $1.5 million theoretical seed blueprint constructed to mathematically route around the HR bottleneck. This animated diagram outlines how the protocol achieves solvency. It relies on a precise, interconnected three-tier leadership architecture. At the top, we have Node 1, the fellow. This position provides charismatic, sovereign leadership. They act as the venture capital magnet and, crucially, serve as the public administrative shield for the rest of the network. Next is Node 2, the lead architect of machine learning engineering. This role is dedicated to constructing responsible, explainable AI and building the predictive solvency engine that arbitrates the automated system. Finally, Node 3 is the lead architect of cloud site reliability engineering. Their responsibility is the absolute fortification of the system, handling hardware-level isolation and impenetrable network hardening. Together, these three visible nodes synchronize to provide absolute environmental integrity. They create a secure shell that allows the overarching project to function safely in the public sphere. Supporting those three visible nodes is a fourth, completely invisible operational layer. We call this the Ghost OpEx. The Ghost OpEx represents the private reality of that intense engineering sprint. It is the heavy lifting of the software development, operating securely behind a firewall, out of public view. This strict separation navigates government administrative thresholds. By framing the public output strictly as theoretical marketing, the project maintains compliance with disability program limits. Meanwhile, the heavy engineering occurring in the Ghost OpEx is accurately classified as private, academic capstone lab work. This operational separation functions as a primary security protocol. It prevents administrative scrutiny from interfering with technical development, securing the creator's legal standing and intellectual property simultaneously. In the technology industry, the standard archetype of a hero is an engineer who steps in to salvage a broken software project or carry an immense technical load. The demands of the agentic era require an evolution of that concept. We are defining the modern computer science superhero. This is an elite individual contributor operating at the level of an engineering fellow who achieves extreme technical excellence while actively surviving and defeating systemic discrimination. Maintaining the rigorous continuous integration and deployment pipeline of the Enigma protocol under severe institutional pressure provides the mathematical, actionable validation of this new superhero status. Within this framework, code serves a higher purpose than commercial enterprise. It actively engineers an undeniable path to personal sovereignty. Zooming out, this architecture, the overarching APM-verse, functions as a highly scalable product perfectly aligned for ESG and impact venture capital. Once this architecture successfully shatters the bottleneck for the disabled community, its utility expands instantly. It inherently becomes a powerful tool of self-advocacy and operational defense for all marginalized groups facing institutional friction. This protocol provides a functional template for sovereign equality. By automating the bypass of institutional bottlenecks, it creates a verifiable mechanism for maintaining gainful employment regardless of societal bias. The author of this framework is a learner in the field of social stratification. This project represents an ongoing exploration of systemic dynamics and technological solutions.